We've talked about confidence, we've talked about healing, and now Liris is reminding us what it means to keep going and persevere. Welcome to the final part of my self love chat with supermodel, actress, and author Liris Crosse. This one's all about faith, resilience, and never giving up on yourself. Let's get into it.
hmm
Have you always been this confident? Like, have you always had this level of self-love?
Mm. I would say I was always a creative and kind of a leader to a certain degree. Um, I was the friend and still am who could like pull a group of people together or just say like, "Hey, we're gonna do this." Like I remember being in elementary school, starting a singing group, and
That's what you're a
um,
leader.
yeah, like I was writing songs and I used to design dresses and let's do our own little fashion show and but I always also refer back to my parents and I thank God for them. Um Reverend St. George and Liris Crosse. My mom is so regal and beautiful and graceful and stunning and smart and kind. So that was my model I looked up to. So definitely want to emulate her.
You
And
just
then I
described
also
yourself.
thank you. But then also having a father who told me I was beautiful, told me I could do anything I could put my mind to, who poured into me and made me feel a certain level of invincibility.
Mm,
That was very important and I hold on to that.
God
It is
bless
because of
him.
my dad. That's the reason why I got to come to New York and pursue my modeling dreams. He didn't want me to say woulda, coulda, shoulda. And I thank God for that because me really pursuing my modeling career, it's definitely fed my soul, but it's also helped me to represent for so many people out there, whether they're Black, whether they're plus size. It's allowed me to represent
Mhm.
for them. It's also allowed me to create opportunities for other people to work as well. So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, parents are important.
Yeah.
Being a great parent is important because you literally are their first go-to. You really are your child's like hero, their model. So if you can just take the time to believe in them and pour into them, and I speak about it in my book too, about like, you know, being poured into by my dad is so important
Mm,
and it helps to push them in their purpose because if you give a child confidence,
yeah.
what
Because
they
that's what it
feel,
sounds like. You had your purpose or was aware of your purpose as a little, as a little
yeah,
girl. And you had a support system.
yeah, they like they were able to help foster my dreams,
Mm.
or gave me the space to dream, and
Ah,
that in itself is important, you know, thinking because I felt like I could do anything. Because think about it, it takes a lot of strength to think that you could be a girl from Baltimore and say, I'm going to be a supermodel.
and international. Yeah. Yeah.
Like when everybody expects you graduate, you go to college, that's what you do. And I'm like, no, I want to move to New York and I want to pursue modeling. That
Wow.
was, I had to have a lot of kahunas. And
Yes,
that's,
yes, you did. And God bless your dad because
Mhm,
most dads, speaking, personally, are going to try to talk you out
mhm,
modeling, regardless of
mhm.
whether, it's your dream or, look,
Absolutely.
I'm one of them. I went to college just to I don't even know what my degree looks like because I just went to appease. I don't think I've ever even seen my degree. Like I gave them my diploma
Mhm.
and was just like, okay, here, now I'm gonna go model
Mm-hmm.
what y'all wanted,
Mm-hmm.
and that was that. But I think it's important for us now, those of us who didn't have like super supportive parents, to say that, okay, I didn't have that then, but I
Mm-hmm.
can give that to myself now. You know,
Yes.
'cause sometimes we get into the blame game. Well, I didn't have because, well, she had, yeah, she had it, and Lyris is also sharing it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like you're
Mm-hmm.
very inspirational on your social media. It's not all cute selfies, although we can
Mm-hmm.
stare at you all day long.
Thank you.
You use your platform to motivate, encourage, and inspire before you even open your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do, Lyris motivates, okay? Like when you do speak, and when you do go into your life experiences, it's like, wow, okay. Because we look at you and like, oh, she is human. She is having a human,
Yeah.
she is having a human experience.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
a lot that does not go necessarily my way.
yeah.
But it kind of goes back to that quote of there's no winners or losers, just people who gave up.
Mm,
And I'm not giving up. So that's just what it
right.
is.
But we ain't
Like
gonna let you.
I'm not going to do that. Like and it's funny because I have reached points in my career where I have felt like maybe it's time for me to stop or move on or give up.
Your peak.
And then I literally look back and I'll be like, dang, if I would have stopped then, I wouldn't have accomplished this. I wouldn't have accomplished that. Like, literally, I
Mm,
remember 2016 was one of the hardest years of my life.
wow.
Beginning of 2017.
Wow. This is
Um,
before I'm like, was that the pandemic? No, this is
it
before
was
the
right before, a little bit
pandemic.
before.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing my model boot camp tour. I
Hmm.
thought I wasn't going to be able to do it, but God worked some things out that I was able to. I did New York, I did Baltimore, I did Huntsville, Alabama,
Wow.
I did LA, and I feel like I did one more place. Might have been Atlanta. I can't remember right now.
Did you
But
go overseas, or I don't know. Did something in
not
London?
not for the model boot
Not for
camp. I did, but I did
okay.
shows there before.
Okay.
But yeah, I like I remember I did that and I was like, okay. I did the model boot camp and I was like, all right, well that's done. Well, what's next? Because I was just like, I still was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I booked the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah.
I
That
was
was
like,
crazy.
okay, that was crazy. And then what
Yeah.
else happened? I did Project Runway.
And this is your second go.
I did Project Runway. If I would have gave up at the beginning of 2017, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do Project Runway.
Wow. Wow.
So that's why it's like this is why I keep going. It's like it's kind of like that meme of the man who has the shovel and he's in the cave and he's the sledgehammer and he's like that the hatchet and he's digging through the cave
Yeah.
and he's almost to the diamond and then you see him throw the hatchet over his shoulder and he's starting to walk back out
And it's
because
like
he's
this
like
much space. And yeah.
there, there,
And the diamond is huge.
huge.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't give up. It's like I have to keep going because I'm like I know there's something else on the other side of this. I know there is. I just have to I just got to keep going. I'm tired, I'm annoyed, I'm frustrated. I even feel depleted sometimes.
Mhm.
Okay, let me take a second, recalibrate, reset, and let me go pull it back to pull myself together so I could go out here and just go for another couple months. And you just take it little bit by little bit. And next thing you know, it's kind of like a trainer in the gym. First you can only do a one push up, and the next thing you know, you're doing 10. So
Right.
it's just like you just have to keep showing up and you have to keep going and the great things will find you along the way. Just just don't give up.
Mm. Any words for someone who is there, like at that brink of I can't do this anymore. Or this easy. A lot of people are like, that's easy for her to say because of what you've accomplished already and the
Yeah,
path.
but that's the thing. I've only accomplished it because I did not give up.
Mm.
That's the thing. And that's the story for a lot of people who could be listening to this conversation that we're having. It kind of goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of our conversation. Find the pocket of joy, happiness, find whatever you can to unplug, de-stress, and get back out there and do what you need
Mhm.
to do.
Sometimes you gotta
Because
dance in the rain.
yes, dance, dance, swing that hair, okay? Throw your hands in the air, swing the hair, do all that. Dance
All the
in
things.
the rain. Have
Yeah.
fun. But keep going. It gets better.
Mm.
It does. Like there were times when I was ready to throw the towel all in.
Mm.
Bank account bouncing on zero.
Oh, child. Talk to
But
us today.
I'm saying for real. For
Mm.
real. But God. But I kept going. And then this showed up and then that showed up. And I'm like, whew, I'm glad I kept going.
That diamond is getting bigger and
The,
bigger.
the diamond is right there. You just have to keep going. And the thing is, we don't know when the diamond's going to appear. So that's the reason why you just got to keep going. You
Mm-hmm.
got to. You got to. And
Mm-hmm.
everything continues to work out for our good some way somehow. It really really does. All things are working out for my good. Even the BS I go through.
But even
Cuz
sometimes the stuff that you think is negative, sometimes it takes years for it to blossom, and you're like, oh, I'm grateful that you know that
yeah,
happened.
because it's usually a lesson that we needed to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't like it while we were going through it,
Right.
but it's usually some lesson that we needed to learn.
And
Mhm.
God's gonna make sure you get your lesson.
Okay.
We want the, you know, the big blessing in the end, and God wants us to become whoever, you know, it is that we're supposed to become, and you're only gonna get that
Hmm.
with,
Yeah,
you know,
and
with the experience.
yeah, and experience, because that's one of the P's I talk about in my book, like practice.
Hmm.
Practice builds confidence. So, like, kind of going back to what I was saying about the self tape, the more practice I get, the more confidence I get. So that way I can confidently break down these sides. I can confidently deliver this scene. Practice makes perfect. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you're practicing, whether you're practicing tennis, practicing runway, practicing writing out a paper that you got to turn in for class, whatever it is, practice makes perfect. So even that practice is preparing you for your next act. So
Okay.
get ready for your next act.
Mm, honey, so you're on Project Runway right
Hmm.
now. Are there any other projects that we can tap into like right now? Or is
Uh,
everything kind of like we have to wait?
I have two short films that I'm a part of right now that are in the film festival circuit. One is called Turn Away.
Mhm.
Um, and that's directed by Nicholas Jara. And then the other one is um is called Seek No Favor. And that's by L. Clay and Layla Wintraub. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly.
This
Or
way,
Leela, sorry, it's Leela Weintraub, I think it is. Um, but look out for my Instagram page. I will always post any of the different film festivals that it's appearing in. There's one that's actually appearing here in New York on October 11th for Seek No Favor. I haven't shared it yet, but I'll share that in the month of October when we're a little bit closer to the event. Um, I also just shot a role in a film called The Seekers of Infinite Love. And
Is that where you were, Mrs. Officer?
yes. I was like, me and the cop roles just be coming.
Look, honey,
So
you listen. You sexy in uniform, though.
thank you. But this one I get to do a little bit of comedy. It's with Justin Thoreau. If you go to my Instagram and you see me in the cop outfit and go through those pictures, you'll see some of the cast. But I can, usually a film will take a year to 2 years to come out. So
Mhm.
I don't know when that film is coming out, but I'm excited about it because it was so fun working on set for that one. And yeah, that, I mean, even that, it's like, it's crazy. For that role, it was for a cop role. I literally, for the audition, it was one line.
Really?
One line. I get on set. This director loves to improv. Now, mind you, I did a whole year of taking improv classes
Wow.
over a year ago. Over a year ago. See how the improv classes that I took
Uh-huh.
prepared me for this, that I walked away having probably about 8 lines by the time I left?
Shut up. Cause you was
One line
ready.
to 8 lines.
You were ready.
And that's what I'm talking about. We don't understand the process that like life is taking us through till different things happen. You're like, oh, I didn't realize it, but that class was preparing me for this. Oh, and then when I worked on this sketch comedy show, that prepared me for this.
Mm-hmm.
And then me working on all these self tapes made me allow me to hit that line so good that the director just picked me out of all the hundreds of people and said, I want her.
Mm-hmm. And then when you get
It's-
to set, they want more. Give me more.
Yeah,
Give me more.
yeah.
And you are ready because
I was,
sometimes we have those moments and we come up short.
mm-hmm,
We haven't been working, we haven't been working on ourselves and we feel like we have this really huge opportunity and we're like, no, not right now. I'm not ready. And
mm-hmm.
that's the, like that's the worst is the one.
No, I was like,
Yeah,
bring
bring it
it.
on. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And also like um her like adding the lines and trying to remember when this other actor is coming in because I had worked on a sketch comedy show earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
That helped me with my timing to know when to pop in and say lines when you're working with an ensemble cast, because
Mm.
sometimes the easiest thing is to do a two-person scene, me and this person going back and
Right.
forth. But
Right.
when you have to get into the rhythm and it's 6 or 7 people in the scene,
Wow.
that's a game changer, you
Wow.
know? So, and doing the sketch comedy show that I did earlier this year, that wasn't something that it wasn't a paid gig. This was
Mm-hmm.
something that I said, I just want to challenge myself.
Mm.
I'm
And
gonna get
it,
out here and
it
do.
did seem very out of the box for you.
Yeah, and but
Like
that's
you
what I
said,
said. I want to
surprising
do.
yourself.
Yeah, I said I want this year. I told myself I just want to challenge myself to do things that I wouldn't necessarily do. I want to go against the grain. I want to try this and do this. And that's what I've been doing. And it's literally little bit by little bit, it's been paying off in the most amazing ways. So that would be my thing. I would probably challenge and wrap all this up with.
Yeah.
You all get outside your comfort zone. Do something that stretches you. Do something that challenges you, takes things up a notch for you, makes you a little anxious, scared. Do it. It will all work towards your greater good. You may not know how or exactly when, but it will. Challenge yourself. Go for it. Like, The possibilities are endless.
Thank you, Liris. You're
Hmm.
amazing.
Thank you.
Continued success. I mean, like I said, you're on fire, and it's beautiful, beautiful to see. So
Thank you.
big, big congratulations to you, and thanks for joining us and coming on and getting us. A lot of us we're on a hump right now, and I'm fired up.
Yes, yes. Please be hired up. And everyone, if you have not seen Project Runway, please watch it on Hulu, Disney Plus, or Freeform. The last episode, because I'm not sure when this actual taping that we're doing right now will drop, but it does air tomorrow. So if you're seeing this a little bit later, just go ahead and catch the replay on Freeform, Disney Plus, or Hulu.
What a powerful way to close out this series. And I want to thank Liris Crosse for joining us and reminding us that the path to confidence is paved with persistence. You might pause, but don't quit. And speaking of perseverance, in my next episode, I've got a huge announcement to share about something sweet I've been working on. Plus, a few priceless gems from my mentor, Lisa Nichols. Remember to grab Make the World Your Runway, our book club pick of the month. And I'll see you in the next episode. And remember, love on you. If my self love journey is helping you in any way, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe.